So we're going to be talking about the Ticonic from Ticonic, the Wee Hyphen, the Ochsworx, I forget what it's called, Cutie Pie, the Divo Little Pony Stout, the Divo Saloon, lovely, the Giant Mouse GM something, like GM 3 or something, I can't remember the number, but it's one of their fancy lines. And finally, my only slip joint that I own, which is I think it's a Sonoma slip joint? No, it's a Jutland. That's what it is. It's a Giant Mouse Jutland. And I can't open it with one hand, so hang on. And what do they all have in common? They are medium or Shmedium knives. They all come at 3 inches or less, and that's what he said. Hey boys and squirrels, you have stumbled onto the Straight Edge, where I, Sam Peterson, an old transgender gay guy with mediocre teeth, share my knives with you because possibly you enjoy knives as well. Yeah, that's what I got. I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'6" on a chiropractor day, if you know what I mean. And while I enjoy a big knife, I have often found it's the 3 inches and slightly under range that meets my sweet spot. A bigger knife is just big. I don't need all that size, really. I just like it, which is totally what she said. The Ticonic by Ticonic is a brilliant knife that you can occasionally find on the secondary market. So what before I jump into all this, I'm going to be talking about Shmedium knives. Like, I love a Shmedium knife, and that is a small to medium, 3 inches or under blade. That is a great size for me, Sam P. So this is great fucking knife. This sort of drop point shape, sort of going to a leaf shape blade, really does the job, and it fits in the hand. It's cool looking. Look at that. I mean, it's cool. It's got that radial thing, the sonar pattern happening, which I love. Just a great shape of a blade. Yeah, it's got an excellent button lock, and those can go disastrously wrong. So, great knife. I don't know why this company went under, but they sold out really quickly. Selling things, I guess, is tricky, and I guess if you borrowed a lot of money to support your new business and couldn't pay it back. I'm not saying this is what happened to Ticonic. I have no idea what happened to Ticonic. I'm talking and then too much. Yes, so this is, let's get to the next knife. The Wee Hyphen. This is an old favorite of mine. This weirdo Gavco spointy aesthetic either repels me or turns me on. I was surprised when I discovered that I really like this knife. It is so outside my comfort zone aesthetically, but it is a cool knife, and visually it's grown on me. I've come to really appreciate the Gavco aesthetics, And it is a substantial little guy, like Wii knives, like you would expect in a Wii knife. They're always a little heavy, I find. Great knife. Moving on, we have the Ochsworx Lontra EDX. Yeah. This is just a fun little bunny of a knife. It's, this knife is so cute to me. Isn't it cute? Doesn't it look cute? Is it just me? Probably. Yeah. It's also designed beautifully. Aside from me thinking it's adorable, the fit and finish is sublime, as the kids say, and they never say that. It's a tad light in the detent, but it is stunning nonetheless. Yeah, it's really easy to... Also, it has this nice grippy pad up here, which makes it really easy to hang on to, which you know I live for. You've seen knives go flying out of my hands, or if you haven't, just hang on. Okay, next we come to one of my first detours off the beaten path when buying knives. This is one of my first brands that were different from the Kaisers and the Benchmades and whatnot. And that is the Divo Little Pony Stout. Now, you've probably seen this a million times, but buying this little guy on the secondary market opened me up to what differences in shapes can mean in a blade. I really became smitten with a sheep's foot warny situation, kind of profile I still love today. The Divo guys call this a sheep's poon, which, let's just leave that there. This was modded by way of knife, as of course some of you recognize, having seen it a half dozen times before. It just, it has such an appealing aesthetic. It's such a fun little knife. Doesn't it look fun? Really fun. The next almost didn't make the cut, but here is the Divo Saloon. Now, when I saw this knife, I was underwhelmed. I mean, it's a Divo knife, so of course I was curious about it, but it didn't send me. But this one came up for trade, and I thought, why not? I'll try it. Worst comes to worst, I'll just resell it. But I haven't yet, and you know why? Because it's a dang good knife. This little Shmedium sized knife is so utilitarian. It really gets shit done. It really is. It's just great. I love it. The guys at Divo often surprise me. The Divo Lush was almost on this list as well, but it's a hair too big. And that's another knife I was kind of lukewarm about that rocked my socks off. Such a good knife. I mean, surprisingly, they just look like regular knives, but the way the Divo guys have some magic, I guess. Now, we're coming into fancy pants territory, and this is the Giant Mouse GM13, a limited edition, super finessed hawkbill crossbar lock coming in at 2.8 inches. Wow, just wow. That's wow. That's all I can say. No, I'll say some more. This knife surprised the shit out of me. I had no real expectations because I'd never used a knife like this, but the shape led me to believe that it would be only good for specific tasks. But haha, joke's on me, because this little baddie is one of the most deadly, wicked, utilitarian blades that I own. It's also great because it's quirky and interesting to look at. Looks like a little toucan or something, doesn't it? The ergos are fantastic. Unfortunately, it is a dang crossbar lock, which, in my limited experience, Giant Mouse is not great with. I have my Nazca in titanium also has a crossbar, and they're just a little creaky. They're not as smooth as some other ones are. They're fine, but you know, there's something about a crossbar that always makes me feel like the spring is going to break. Anyway, finally, the only slip joint that I own at the moment is the Giant Mouse Jutland. I bought it cheap because it had a broken screw. That walk and talk is really strong. It had a broken screw, and I sent it to Way of Knife, and they got it out, but they left a bigger hole. I'm just not even going to go there. They left a bigger hole, so it doesn't fit screws in, and so I can't have a clip. This has a clip, but it's a slip joint, so who needs a clip? Look how beautiful this thing is. It's really gorgeous. It's brass and S90V, and I think, and I love the Jutland's blade shape. I'm really attracted to that little Persian swoop. It's just wicked looking. I've never carried it, to be honest, but I haven't been able to part with it either. Shmedium knives. You like them? You don't like them? I like you. I'll see you later. That's all I got. Bye-bye.